Hi guys, this is Andre with the Crypto Ball, and today we're going to talk about Polychain Monsters. Polychain Monsters is an exciting project that originally was just on Polkadot, but then made a switch over to Binance Smart Chain. Hmm. Um, and I do believe that this is also still on Polkadot, but you could purchase it on the Binance Smart Chain through PancakeSwap. The link to this website, as well as the Medium article, as always, will be in the description. And let's take a kind of deep dive into Polychain Monsters and see, are we early enough to gain a return on our investment? And, you know, well, before we get into that, I'm dressed up as a fortune teller. I am not a financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own research. Make sure that you know intimately what you are investing in. It is not up to me to tell you what projects are good. It is up to you to do the research and come to that conclusion on your own. These are just my opinions, and I am not responsible for any money that you gain or lose in any trade whatsoever. So, now that we have that out of the way, Polychain Monsters, it has a lot of ways to earn, and they have quite the following on these NFTs that they are producing. So collect ultra rare digital monsters, grab Pmon, and experience the thrill of unveiling ultra rare digital monsters only you can truly own. When I look at Polychain Monsters, I'm thinking of things like Binamon, and other games in which you open cards and you gain NFTs that you will eventually be able to battle. The thing about Polychain Monsters is that you are able to stake the NFTs as well as stake Pmon, which is what originally got me interested in this token. I currently don't own any Pmon, but at one point I did. I bought my Pmon though at like $6, and I sold it for $20. I think that it's currently priced out at about $18 or so. But we're going to go over and see, can we still extract some value in this, right? When I first got into Pmon, I wasn't making videos, and I want to go over all the projects that I think are quite good and some that I think are quite bad. So keep in tune with the channel for all of that. Supercharge your collection and trade Pmon. Polychain Monsters are beautifully animated digital collectibles with varying scarcities. Each Polychain monster is backed by a truly unique NFT and can be unpacked with Pmon tokens. So, ultra rare NFTs supercharge your collection by unpacking Pmon tokens to reveal ultra rare Polychain monsters, such as the Bitcoin Dragon. High liquidity token. The Pmon token adds unmatched liquidity to the project by providing a two-way swapping mechanism between the NFT and Pmon. You can stake it. It's cross-chain, so this is on the Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, and various other blockchains to discover extraordinarily ultra-rare Polychain monsters unique to the network. And each swap and reverse swap burns Pmon, ensuring a continued increase in scarcity of your NFTs. And then you guys already know the deal. With these NFTs come different rarities. Of course, some colors, some glitter are more rare than others. And these are going to help them in battling and staking. I mean, you guys have already been through this. This is the horn. This is ultra rare, right? The rare it is, the higher valuation that you can sell it for. They're not reinventing the wheel in that aspect. An interconnected ecosystem of apps and marketplaces as digital collectibles, Polychain Monsters can be utilized by ever-growing blockchain-based ecosystems. To accelerate this process, Polychain Monsters will exist in native mobile apps and widgets. I think in the very first video that I made, Polka Fantasy, I was talking about interoperability. I really like projects that are not just on one blockchain, right? For instance, on Wax projects, you're isolated to Wax, right? You can't go out of the Wax ecosystem and still play this game. And so if people want to get these NFTs, they have to come into the Wax blockchain in order to get what you have. For something like Polychain Monsters, that's not the case. You can trade your asset interoperable between these different blockchains, which I think builds a bigger audience, right? And I think that is going to be an innate factor for successful projects the more that we go into these multitude of blockchains that are getting really popular, right? So before it was just Ethereum and Binance. It's not going to be that way, right? It's going to eventually be Binance, Ethereum, Polygon, Polkadot, Solana, Cardano. And the projects that are going to navigate that space by going into all these different blockchains, I think are going to be the ones that are gaining the highest evaluation. So I always try and take a look at projects that do that. This is just going over the basis of NFTs. You guys already know NFTs are secured by the blockchain. And exciting times ahead for this roadmap. Let's see what they have on their roadmap. So, in working to achieve this since our launch, we've reached a number of exciting milestones. The announcement of our plans to go cross-chain and make interacting with Polkamon more affordable and accessible, partnerships with Elrond and Polygon. They are committed to maintaining the scarcity of rare Pokemon. They signaled this by retiring the Bitcoin Unidragon, a move that will solidify its position as the rarest and most exclusive Pokemon in existence. They've been steadily increasing or releasing new Pokemon, including a new Ethereum Uniquels. In under 10 days, Pokemon made up the majority of Chainlink VRF requests of all time. In the process, more than 150,000 Pokemon tokens were burned. Wow, that is quite the statistic. To further improve our token metrics, we've followed this up by announcing Pokemon staking, the first of 2 upcoming staking mechanisms, which we'll go over shortly. And I'm not sure if they actually show you the actual roadmap, which it doesn't seem that they do. I guess they just really go over what they're going to do. Seems like an oversight. If I'm missing something, one of you guys put it in the comments if they have an official roadmap for Polychain Monsters. But the different ways that you can stake would be through collector staking. Say, for instance, that you had a ton of NFTs, you opened up a bunch of packs, you can get money from holding those NFTs and staking them on the website. You can also stake the token of Pokemon in order to gain additional Pokemon, which is a second way to earn. And then when battles come out, you'll be able to have a third way of gaining Pokemon. So 3 ways to earn is pretty good. Polychain Monsters, Booster, Incubation, and Partnerships. These are just where people, I guess, apply to do so. So let's go over these Polymon types. Polychain Monsters exist in many shapes, each differing in rarity and uniqueness. You can find the growing list of Polychain Monsters here. So let's see. This is a 1% rarity. 1% rarity. So this is like the Bitcoin Unidragon. This is just a regular Unidragon, but the Bitcoin Unidragon is just this in gold, like you saw earlier. And then it just gets more common and common and common. And my guess is that you will be able to battle these. I'm not sure if they would have any type of breeding, but I doubt it. And then you have colors. So the rarest is black, then purple, yellow, red, and so on. And then they have rarities of the horn types. I'm wondering if this is like Axie Infinity, where, you know, your horn is like indicative of the move that you use. I guess we will see. That information isn't available at this time. And then they have something where you can create your own Polychain monster. So that's pretty cool. Polychain Islands collect ultra-rare digital monsters and produce resources to participate in the thriving economy of Polychain Islands. So essentially, there's going to be a Polychain Islands, and this is where you meet up with other people that are playing the game. This is where you set up your battles. This is where they have tournaments and kind of just like the living space for Polychain Monsters. And the reason that I wanted to talk about this specifically is because we're talking about, are we early enough? I still think that we're early enough because this game is not really playable other than to just open the packs and get the monsters, right? You can't battle them yet, and you can't go and see other people that have these NFTs. I think that when you're able to walk around and see other people with these NFTs and battle them in real time, that is going to be a big milestone for Polychain Monsters. Also, Polychain Monsters is trying to set up like an instance. It's like a backpack where you can kind of set up your own area within Polychain Monsters. So this is where you put your Polymon and you like build your own city. You invite friends to come into your backpack and you can do private battles with them. They have a lot of really innovative things that they're trying to do here. There's still one way extra to earn though, and that is by having land. So if you have land, you can build production facilities and harvest resources on your land, and then other people will come in to try and utilize those resources on your land, and you would get a profit for that. You can build factories to produce goods from resources. You can set up marketplaces and sell your goods. Another way to gain money with Pmon. You can strengthen your Pmon with items, battle other trainers, and earn valuable essence, which I'm guessing is another resource within this economy. And, that's pretty much the land setting here, right? Because in order to do all of this, you would need to have a land. So let's just count up all the ways of income, right? NFT staking, regular staking, right? If you hold the underlying asset of Pmon, if that goes up, you would gain money there. If you have land, then you can develop, all these resources on your land, which will gain you an additional source of income, right? And these are the resources that you would get on your land. And then other people can come and harvest them, or you can harvest them yourself. And on top of that, you can battle in these tournaments and gain even more Pmon in order to get ultra rare and valuable items. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to have this arena on your land, right? What happens if you have an arena on your land? Are you getting a piece of the battling fees for this? I'm not sure. But either way, it does seem that Polychain Monsters is giving a bunch of different ways in order to make money. And I think that any project that allows people to make money consistently is going to bring in more players, which raises to a higher price evaluation. So I do think that there is still some room to grow for Polychain Monsters. I think that their ideas for the game are ambitious, and I think that they are doing really well. I wish that they had a more thought out roadmap that was more clear and concise with dates, but I could not find it. So if you guys do have a mapping of the dates for Polychain Monsters, put it in the comments and let me know. Actually, you guys can let me know a lot more than that. Are you guys in any other projects? What projects are you guys into? For all of you people out there, I'm looking for constructive criticism on how I can improve the channel, and I'm looking for the next major player in the blockchain gaming space. So just let me know in the comments what you guys are really interested in, and let me know if there's anything that you guys want me to take a look over. In the meantime, I'm going to stay focused on these games that I think are really good contenders, but I'm really looking for the next Crypto Blades. I was in that. My DeFi pet, I was in that, right? I was in this when it was coming up. I'm in a ton of investments, and I'm looking for more. And you guys, I'm sure, have some things that I have not heard of. So, I'm Andre with the Crypto Ball. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like this type of content. And I will see you guys next time.